sure. Yo, what's up, guys? Tom here again. I'm here with my bro, Jarin. Jarin, tell the viewers where you're from. How old are you? Do you have any college experience? How do we meet? And just tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
What up, guys? I'm Jarin. I'm originally born in Boston, but I've lived in Florida my whole life, Tampa to be specific. I have no college experience. Like I just didn't find use in it. I met Tom at a club. Should I tell the story of how we met, or should we just, slide by that part?
No, it's uncut. Tell them the story.
So I knew this kid Michael, and then I guess this guy picked us up. It was him, and then I was sitting in my car, and I looked over to my left, and the car next to me was Tom, and my sister was in there, and I was like, "Who is this guy, and why is he next to my sister?" So I had my eyes on him the whole time because like that's my sister. Anyways, besides that, he just said, "Yo," and then we talked. I said, "Nah, I'm good," and then he overcame the objection and sold me on coming to the office. That's what I did.
Did you tell them how old you are?
Oh, I'm 20. I thought I did. Maybe not. I'm 20.
Okay. Yeah, I still remember that day. Like, I was going to pick up, like he said, Michael. Michael was someone that I recruited, and was like already onboarded. He was already knocking. And I just like this is when I used to live by USF, University of South Florida. And I was in the area, so I was just gonna like pick him up or give him a ride to go from Ivy to Paddy Wagons. And then, yeah, I do remember we got there and, I was talking to Jaren's sister, Jalen, and she was in my car. She was like super out of it. And Jaren was just in his Cadillac back then. And he was sitting in the driver's seat and he was just, the door was open. And it's crazy how, like, that night changed everything just for our relationship. And it's crazy how the person that I was going there to like give a ride to didn't end up sticking with like Vivint and like sales. And then Jaron was actually like the gem of that year in 2024. So how much money did you end up making that summer with Vivint in Houston in 2024?
Like 45,000.
Oh yeah. And before door-to-door sales, I know what you did, but like, what did you do prior? And like, was there any other things that you did like in high school as far as like work?
This will be a long list. So, my first job was at Pollo Tropical. I worked there for a week, then I quit.
Oh, you worked
But
there?
yeah, bro, but the lady like stole my social security number and like stole my paycheck. So I quit.
Yeah, I didn't know you worked there.
And then I worked at Buffalo Wild Wings for a year. I was a wing certified trainer to be exact.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was 16. I was working like 45 hours a week. It was illegal, but I needed money. And then I worked at Outback for a day. I worked at a company called LBC for a day. I worked at a retirement home for a day, and then I worked at a car wash for like 4 months, but I was making 11 an hour. Then I did blue collar work, and I was making pretty good money. I love the job. I've done it recently, but yeah. And then I did sales, and this is where we're at.
I guess other than me, because I'll get to this in a second, but other than me, I guess what made you choose door to door getting into sales? Like, what made you kind of want to take the jump?
Um, well, there's a lot of travel involved, and I want to travel to all 50 states, so that was like appealing to me. But mainly I just wanted to get out of my comfort zone. I mean, I'm already extroverted, but I wanted to be like a people person better and just I don't know, it was something I've never done. Actually, what's crazy is because I forgot to mention this, I applied for this job. It was like a tree service company, and it said
Um,
like you it's a week. And I was like, bet. So I drove to meet the guy and he was doing door to door knocking. I was like 17 at the time. And I was like, oh, nope. I got the t shirt and I left. But now we're here. And I don't know. It was just something I've never done. I like to get out of my comfort zone. I'm not opposed to something new. Um, and it just sounded appealing money wise. And I needed money.
oh yeah. So to give you guys a little bit of context, that year I brought out six people, and David has already been like in one of these mock interviews, but out of all six people, there was five rookies, and Jaron was the top rookie out of all five. So Jaron, what was like one of your best qualities that kind of gave you the success of being like number one out of all the rookies on my team?
Um, To be honest, because I'm pretty straightforward, I didn't take the job seriously. Like I just had fun with it. Like I wasn't overthinking. I wasn't trying to stress myself out with like training every single night and like reading like 24/7 and like doing all this stuff because I didn't want to just flood my brain with stuff. So I think it was just because I fixed my problems. Like if I was experiencing something, this, I came to you, like I would have notes. Anything that like if I was getting into houses and I wasn't closing, then I would say, "Hey, this is what I'm doing." Then I'd practice my inside process instead of practicing my pitch and my inside process and everything. So I was just practicing what I needed to practice rather than overall everything. And I think mainly just because I don't know, I just was myself. Like I didn't change myself. Like I was the same person as I am right here as I was on the doors rather than like being a robot or like I don't know. I'm confident. I was
Yeah.
confident and I would just walk into people's homes and they liked me and I'm a likable person. I think that's why.
Were you 18 or 19 at the time when you
I
did this?
literally just turned 18 when I
Yeah,
did it.
see, Jarin was 18, and that's a big takeaway that I would say is just confidence. We had this other rookie on our team, Nick, and they kind of started at the same time. And Jarin swore that he was gonna like outsell Nick. So having that confidence, that healthy competition, there was a point where they were like both probably like five sales within each other, but Jarin, of
There
course.
was okay, so I can explain this actually if you want. Do you want me? So Tom incentivized rookie group. The first person to 15 sales got a Segway. So, it was like Nick was beating me like it was like 5-0, or it was like 5-2. It was like 5-2 at one point, and then I had like a 2 week, and then I had like another 2 weeks. So then I went up, and then Nick went back forth. The closest it was though after like one was, it was 13-12 in Nick's favor, and then I had a two bop, and then I went back to Florida for like the weekend, and I flew back and then I sold my first day back. And then they canceled, if you remember that. I don't know if you remember, but the people canceled.
Uh-huh.
So then I went out and I sold two the next day, actually.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Um, how long? I don't remember. How long did it take you to close like your first deal?
Just over summer or like from the Blitz too? Because I don't really consider that Blitz like real.
Whenever you kind of like walk me through like how long it took you. Did you make your first sale in summer or was it
It was
before?
the third day of summer.
Okay, so it took you
It,
how many days did you knock in the blitz? I can't remember how many. Did you go in one blitz, two,
I
three?
only went on one and I knocked like 3 days on that Blitz. But I'll be honest with you, I sat on a curb for 6 hours out of all those days. If I'm being real with you on that Blitz trip.
Okay, so guys, blitz trips are like basically summer simulations. So in alarms, a summer is about 20 weeks. A blitz trip is in the preseason, where it's about like 6 days, Monday to Saturday, where you get a full simulation of the summer of like working like Monday through Saturday, 8 hour days, 10 to 11 hours on Saturdays. So it took Jaron about like 6 to 7 days to get his first sale. How locked in were you? I mean, you already kind of said you weren't really taking it super, super seriously, but you were still like a self-aware enough and like kind of like diagnosing your problems and like asking questions. So how locked in were you, I guess, to be the top rookie or just to, you know,
Um,
get better
it
at the job and get uncomfortable and all that?
to be honest, wasn't locked in until I hit 15 sales because once I hit 15 sales and I got the Segway, I got a two bop that first day in that turf. That was my best week. I don't know if you remember. I ended up selling five that week with the Segway because I had the Segway and it was just like easier. And I sold two, and then I was like, oh wait, let me actually lock in. So then that's when I locked in, and then I had two bops that week. Um, and then I had a solo day, so I sold five that week, and I got the solar closed that week. And after that week is when I completely locked in.
How much money do you think you made that week? That was a big week for you. I remember when you got that solar. I never to this day even closed a solar deal.
It was like a $4,500 week, to be honest.
Oh yeah. That was with the solar too, or
With the solar, yeah, I had some things.
this guy's a big buyout guy. How did it
Mm.
feel, I guess, like after that and then after the summer? Because, I remember picking you up. Now like like getting my memory back. I remember picking you up from like your mom's house, and then we drove together to Texas together.
Well,
So how did it feel?
let's
Kind of
not lie. I drove most of that drive, but yeah, we did drive together. I'm kidding. Yeah,
how did you feel? Kind of like after the summer and stuff. Like how did you feel as a person? You know, with the money and just the skills. And that was a really hard summer in Texas. It was a super saturated market. It was hot. You know,
diverse.
just a lot of different stuff. A lot
Yeah,
of crap. A lot
a
of crud.
lot of crud, a lot of crap.
Yeah.
I To be honest, I didn't. The only thing that changed about me, I guess, was just like my mentality. But like I was the same. Like I felt the same coming back. I mean, I had a little bit more money, but like genuinely, I just got back to the lifestyle that I was living before, and I was just enjoying it a little bit more. Um, but I mean, I just felt more. I don't know. I just felt accomplished. Like I did something that was hard, and I don't know. I learned a new skill, and it felt good to complete it. And yeah, I mean. I was the same person, like you know me when you
Yeah.
met me. I'm the same exact person personality wise, but mentally and like maturity, I guess it matured me more because like the second closest person in age to me was like 21 in that entire office. So like I was surrounded by like 21 and like unks. Like it was 21 and unks.
Bunch of
So
unks in that office.
yeah, I just felt more mature and I guess yeah.
Yeah, and I know you took a year off of sales and you're getting back into door to door this year, but tell the viewers kind of the skills that you did learn from door to door and how those translated to your like online business or your marketing agency. Like, what did you take away from that? And like, how did, going from, what did you say, 45 grand?
Yeah.
Did you like 1.5, 2x, 3x? Like, what,
I
the skills that you learned from door to door into like the
um
online space, like, what kind of return on investment with the skills did you get with your online thing?
I made okay, I'll put it this way. Because I can't give I 3x, I guess you could say.
He like
Um,
makes his income from like learning sales.
so I will put it long story short. I got back, I got into like a relationship, I guess. I didn't have a job. I was just like living off of like the money I made over summer, and I just didn't feel the need to work. I got in a relationship. I got introduced to a online business. I tried it out for a week. I made like personal profit that week. I made like 3,000. So then I just took over and I kept making like consistently like 3,000 and then I kind of started my own thing where I was able to like build a team under me and have people kind of work for me and
Oh yeah.
it was just like sales. Like it was literally just like I just used everything I learned in sales, just like certain words and yeah, I still do it,
Awesome.
but yeah.
What message, Jaron, what would your message be for the people that are wanting to get in some sort of sales or like online business? What would be your advice for the people that haven't took the leap of faith or haven't like got into an opportunity?
Figure out why you want to do it. Don't
Say it
just
again.
jump in. Figure out your why before you jump into something.
Gotcha.
There
And
should be there should be a reason why you want to make this drastic or what is it like drastic train dr-
you're
huge change in your life. There should be a
correct.
reason why, and don't jump into something until you have a reason why you're doing it. That's my advice.
And what would be your advice for the people that are not like succeeding or not having the results like you did your first summer, or I
With
guess
door to door, or just said sales in general, or just life.
in door to door?
Um, stop. What is the word? Stop fake. Stop. Stop faking. There's a word for it, but like, stop.
Stop lying
Stop.
to yourself.
No, there's like a word where it's like you fake a like you fake something. So like, stop saying that you're
Stop
working.
pretending.
Yeah, whatever. Like, stop pretending. Like, don't say that like you worked all day and you didn't sell. If you were out there for 8 hours, did you knock doors for those exact 8 hours? Did you like keep your mindset right? Did you stick to like the script? Like, stop fake pretending. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Just
like buying into a story that
stop
isn't
feeding
true.
yourself negative energy. Like, just like if you sat on a curb for even 10 minutes of the day, you didn't work the full day. You took a 10-minute break that wasn't included in your day. Let
Yeah,
me put it that way.
I agree. Well, Jaron, you're an absolute stud. Shout out for being the top rookie your first year. I appreciate you hopping on this call, guys. If you want to have similar results like Jaron, where you make 45 grand in a summer, or you three extra income and you just become a young stud like him. I mean, the guy's crushing it. He's only 20 and he's making more money than moms in the field. I'm just kidding. We love our moms, but click the link in my bio, go to my Instagram, go to my TikTok, whatever it is, and see if you guys qualify for my one-on-one coaching. Appreciate you, Jaron.
Mm-hmm.